name is Tendai Jirira. I'm a professional soccer player for Detroit City FC. That's in the United States, and I'm happy to be here. And I also want to play for the national team. So, hopefully, if I get a call up, I'll be ready, to represent my country. I think that's one of the biggest achievements for any athlete, really.
Yes.
Being able to represent the country. So, hopefully, that can happen.
George Shire or Moses Chunga? This is this is a debate. This is a debate.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Geez, that one's a hard one. It's a hard one. Was Chunga did one. Chunga, yeah. Chunga was good. But I'm gonna go with George Shire.
You're gonna pull George Shire.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with George Shire. Yeah.
What surprised you the most about the USA, and how can you compare soccer there in the USA and soccer in Zimbabwe? What would you say are the main differences, and what really surprised you initially when you got there?
I think what surprised me the most was the pace of the game. It's very, very fast paced, unlike back home. Everything was quick, whether we're transitioning from from defense to attack, everything was just very, very fast. So obviously it had to be worked on from preseason, getting into the season, because that's what my coach wanted. That's the style of play that he wanted. So that was really, really good.
Spotlight away from you a bit. We're going to talk about your coach. His name is Trevor James. He's one of the most respected coaches in the USA. He's worked as a scout for FC Barcelona. He's coached for LA Galaxy. He's been at DC United. How is it working under such a big name?
I think in the beginning it was very heavy, because it was one of those things you have to chew on it. You gotta chew on it. Yeah, I'm thinking about this is the guy who's Coach Ronaldo, Eto, he's a guy who's seen a lot about the game. He's coached with Moreno, all these coaches and players that we talk about today. He's seen some of them, some of the biggest players, and here he is, in person, and he's coaching you. So that it was one of those things. I had to let it sink in. Oh, okay, and I have a lot of respect for Coach James. Not just from a football standpoint, but even from a personal standpoint, because he's just an amazing character to be around. He's very genuine, and he wants the best for everybody. He wants players to to move on and play at high levels, and he knows that anybody can play those levels if you put in the time and effort. And with his guidance, for sure, you can play at those levels. So it's been an eye opener. It's been an amazing journey, and now we've created a bond. Because he's a TJ and I'm a TJ, so I'm
okay.
He's got a great philosophy in terms of the game. He knows how he wants to play, and he knows how to get the best out of you. So it's been an amazing journey so far.
Yeah.
I've had people doubt, for example, before I came here, people were like, "Oh, you're going to the United States? There's no way, you go to the United States," and it happened in the United States. And I told people "Oh, I want to, play professional soccer," and they'll tell you, "Oh, that's not going to happen," and it happened. So that's it's a mentality thing. It's a mentality it's all your mind. If you tell yourself that you are going to be successful, then you've already set your mind to it. Now all you got to do is just follow through with it, right? No matter what people are saying behind, no matter what's going on around you, but you've already told yourself that, and you just have to keep focusing on that. So I think for me, that's what makes me tick. It's just my mentality, knowing that that's what I want to do. This is my drive. Okay, there's nothing else. Whether there's distractions or anything around me, I'm still focused on what I want.
So what would you say to the kids out there as a word of inspiration?
Don't limit yourself to what you only just see. Okay, obviously, you know, being in Zimbabwe, yes, it's so easy just to say, "Oh, this is all I can do," right? This is like the only thing. But there's so many things that you can do. There's so many things that you can open your eyes to, and you can achieve anything that you want to achieve.